Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm trying something a little different here, like it says on the screen. Hey, look at them. Look at them pants. I've had those things for a while. I bought them at the Army store and figured, hell with it. I'll try to use them for riding pants or whatever. Hell, the high visibility. I ain't gonna worry about getting hit. Everybody will see me. Turn that up there. I'm trying to learn this new enhanced voiceover. Remove echoes, mouth clicks. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still kind of going on. I've never done this voiceover stuff, but to be honest with you, I'm just too damn lazy to try to dig up 16 minutes or 17 minutes of music, which I can. I mean, I'll have to see how this turns out. Um, yeah, today was kind of tough, man. I'm trying to find somewhere to fly. Uh, I actually, well, I guess I could. I don't want to say I. Oh no, it's on. Yeah, it'll be on the first video. Basically, what I did today is I took off on the X Max and I recorded that. Going to a couple different places that I thought I might be able to. That I thought I'd be able to fly my drones. One place is the Black Rock Park. It's like crazy. The wind was just nuts, but because it's wide open. There's no wind blocker, and I mean you can see here on this video. Um, you can see here on this video that it's pretty calm. Until I get up real high. You get up out of that break. I think I send it up, I don't know, 300 or 400 feet or whatever. I think I do in this video. You can see where it starts talking about high wind velocities, but down bottom, it was nice. You can see the water. There's not even a ripple on the water, hardly. But like I said, it was a good day. But basically, if you look at this setup here, I am gonna make a video of my ride. Um, as long as it's not super long, I don't know. I can't remember how long it took me to get out here because I went to a couple of different spots before that. But anyway, that's the plan at least. I'm gonna put the first ride to get here to Inks. After I go through that ride, then this one. Um, you know, then I'll upload this one to be the next video. So basically, the first one is driving to here. Second video will be me flying the drone, and then after this, then my final. After I leave here and heading back home, it'll be the third video. So anyway, that's kind of how I was gonna try to do it. I could have, I've done it before. I can just keep the camera rolling. Uh, I can just keep that camera rolling and then put out this, whatever they call that. Uh, wow, my brains went blank. Um, Basically, I just overlay the drone video over the top of the video that I would have the camera running with the microphone. And I think they call it B-roll or whatever. But basically, it would show this same video while I'm talking on the camera. I overlay this video onto the camera video that I was using on the bike. But I'm gonna see. Like I said, I I've never done this, so basically this is a try, and then I'm gonna listen to it. I guess if it doesn't turn out, you'll never know that I did this. So either way, but I think it'll work. It looks like it is. I might have to adjust some of the sound settings on it. Man, isn't that cool though? That has some pretty nice pictures. It's even that lake is real beautiful down there on around that park. But as I explained in the ride up when I got here, I noticed that the lake's low. This is a constant level lake, but they drop them. They drop the lakes so people can work on their boat docks and whatever needs to be taken care of. They can take care of that with the water being low, and then they'll fill it back up. Unfortunately, my luck, I hadn't been up here in ages, and the day I go up, they got the lake levels low. But yeah, well, it is what it is. Still some pretty stuff, you know, sunset and all that kind of stuff. But it is better when the water's full. You don't see you don't see all that granite, and that's what this part of the world is. All up the Marble Falls areas. I don't even know what they classify this as. Buchanan Dam, maybe? There's a town called Buchanan Dam. You got, I don't know, not a, that whole place up there is one big giant slab of granite. That's their big money up there. They got rock plants and stuff, and they they sell granite and stuff, ground granite, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, that's all it is up there, one big chunk of granite. It's a pretty lake though, it really is. Pretty lake. I actually talked to, I don't know if I got it on video. I think I did. I talked to these people to the left, a guy and a girl. I apologize. I didn't even really see them there for a couple of passes, but it's not like I was buzzing them. She said it wasn't no big deal. But I don't know. I don't know, man, if y'all know the actual rule. Because I stopped by my mom's after I got through with this, and my stepdad said, "Oh, isn't that a state park?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's state. It's not, national park or whatever." Which I know drones are prohibited in national parks, but he was saying he wasn't quite sure if it's in state parks or too. I didn't see any signs. There was nothing posted about not doing it, but I there was, and I know, if you watch the first video, when I go to what's called the scenic overlook, uh, I tried to go over there, and they've changed all that mess up. But yeah, there's literally signs over there. It says no drones or unmanned aircraft allowed or whatever over there. But that's not even part of that's up on Lake Buchanan. So I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see no signs. I drove through the park. I didn't see none. And I don't think I pissed too many people off. I was kind of buzzing around a lot, but I tried to get as far away from everybody as I could in the campgrounds, and this is about as far as you get. So that's all I can do. Yeah, this lake is not real. It's not like huge or nothing. I mean, Buchanan, that's up top before this lake. It's pretty big and broad and whatever. But this lake, I don't know. It just always seemed like this lake is more narrow, just kind of like a channel that runs from one lake to the next lake down. But 'cause there's basically there's three or four lakes. It's Lake Buchanan, I think, is the top, which Actually, the Colorado River feeds that. But um, yeah, it's Lake Buchanan. Then it drops to Ink. I guess there is four. It's LBJ and Lake Marble Falls, I think, too. If I remember correctly, I don't know. I think there's like four lakes in the chain. And then from that, it goes down and eventually runs into Lake Travis. But this is all around the Austin. I'll say this video isn't, that's where Lake Travis and all that ends up down around Austin. But this is actually up uh, Burnett, Texas, Bertram, Texas, Marble Falls, that whole area up there. I say, got some pretty cool shots. I didn't get to fly as much. Like I said, I didn't realize this lake was going to be so crazy with how they do their parks and stuff now. I mean, there really wasn't anywhere for me to go. They've made everything, they've privatized everything, put gates up where you can't get in, and just kind of crazy. This lake used to be pretty accessible, but yeah, like I said, I think I'm on my second battery here, but that's usually when I start getting a little warmed up. You see, I get a little closer to the water and the trees and stuff as I start feeling more comfortable. Because I don't fly enough. I need to be flying these things more. It's just hard to fly the same place over and over and over. It gets old. But I think with this scooter thing, I do need to put a top box on the back of that X Max because it gets too hot under that seat. It's not real hot. I don't think it hurt anything, but it does get warm there, and I'd rather keep the batteries up away from that warmth, but didn't seem to mess with them. But like I said, and I guess come winter time, it probably good. It's a little warm in there, but hopefully I can get out and see a little more stuff and have an excuse to get out and fly the drones a little bit more than what I have been. I'm doing this recording off my AirPod, so I don't know if it's going to be loud or what it is. Like I said, I'm doing. You do the recording, and then I can go back and check what it sounds like, and then I can adjust the. Man, look at that, boy, cooking. I love getting down on that ground like that. But I say I love it, but I had that one drone that my son has. Got a little too close to the ground with that one. It was pretty close. I'm lucky I didn't roll that thing, but it didn't mess nothing up on it. But yeah, I get more comfortable as the more I do it. I don't know. There's something about water that just I love buzzing water. makes it look like it's going twice as fast sometimes, it seems. You know, you get hugging down on that ground. I mean, it's going fast for sure, but it just looks faster when you're buzzing. Pretty cool. I think there's only like, what is that? 60, 50. Yeah, we got like one more minute in this, I think. Yeah, old Texas can spit out some pretty sky. I mean, look at that sky up there, man. That's nice. Got several different colors and stuff. Like I say, and I cuss Texas all the time, but it's just because of the damn heat. But this is the time of year when it starts cooling down a little bit, but it ain't cooling down during the day. It's still 90s, but hopefully within the next couple of weeks it'll at least jump down into the 80s or something, just cool off. The nighttime has been nice, but yeah, that's about it on this, guys. But check out the next video. Got one more going back. I'll see y'all later, guys.